With the political rally and counter-protests canceled, park rangers this morning broke down the barricades meant to maintain order at Crissy Field. But for businesses that had shut down in anticipation of a potentially chaotic protest, it was still anything but business as usual.
I would rather the whole thing didn't happen at all, but yeah, it's nice that it's quiet here. Part of me was curious to see what was going to happen, or to have the day off and go for a bike ride.
Around Crissy Field, there were lingering vestiges of the planned protests, people who wanted to get their message across, as well as a small group of counter-protesters who'd gathered, they said, just in case.
Everybody knows in our hearts what right and wrong is, and this is a moment where people are going to have to decide for themselves, to cross a line, to stand up for what's right. And what's right now is to stand against this regime, to stand against the Nazis and the Ku Klux Klan, the white supremacists, and to let your voice be heard.
But not everyone was happy the protests had moved elsewhere.
I would have liked to go on.
Ty Decker supports Patriot Prayer and says he feels the principle of free speech is under attack.
I don't know who those guys are in Charlottesville, but they have a right to do what they did?
But others were relieved to sidestep the violent clashes that so often substitute for political discourse these days.
When communication breaks down between people, that's when these things happen. I think people just need to talk and listen to each other, and try to work things out as adults, which doesn't seem like there's a lot of that going on right now in the United States, unfortunately.